Hello there and welcome to Flosstube number 55. My name is Sarah. My channel name is Handmade by Sarah W. And I'm really excited about this video because I have so many fun things to share today. I feel like it might be a little bit longer than usual just because when I was making my notes, I couldn't believe how many things I've stitched on in the past 2 weeks. So I do have a lot of stitching to show, but I also have a lot of like chit-chatting to do too, so I hope you don't mind. But I just have some fun things that I've done the past couple weeks that I wanted to share with you. So first of all, I want to do a quick reintroduction of myself just because I do have some new followers. And someone had asked me in a video, where are you from? I guess they heard my accent, and I thought, I know that I do sound country and or southern, and so I thought maybe I should just do a little reintroduction so that if you are new here, you can know a little bit more about me. So I do live in the South. I live in Alabama, pretty much in the central part of the state. And I love to cross stitch. I've been doing it for a really long time. Since I was a kid is when I learned. It kind of came and went a little bit when I was a mother of a young child, and now that she's older, I'm able to put a lot more time to it. And I love my family. I have a husband and a daughter and 2 Bengal cats, and I love to cross stitch. So I started a Flosstube channel a little more than 2 years ago. I'm also on Instagram, also under Handmade by Sarah W. So if you haven't found me over there, give me a follow and also subscribe to my channel if you like what you see. And primarily I talk about cross stitch and a little bit of quilting, and I just kind of share what I've been working on, what I've finished. A lot of times I might change colors on things, and I do stitch on Aida primarily, and so I hope that inspires you if you also stitch on Aida. I hear a lot of people say that it does, and that makes me excited because really it doesn't matter what you're stitching on, just enjoy what you're doing and have fun with it and relax, because that's really such a good benefit from cross stitch, and also this community that brings us all together on a craft that we love. Even if we're not stitching on the same thing, just pulling that needle through the fabric, we have this amazing community of all of these stitchers and quilters and knitters. I do like to knit too. So anyway, I'm glad you're here, whether you're an older subscriber, been here for 2 years, or a newer subscriber, or if you just found my channel today. I'm excited that you're here. Happy Sunday. I typically film every other Sunday. I also do film some videos. Most of my videos are just of me. And then I do film some with my friend Sarah. Her channel is called Sarah's Stitchery. And so we each have our own separate channels, but we do film some together, and those are super fun. She stitches on linen, I stitch on Aida. We stitch a lot of the same things, so in our videos, we're only showing the things that we're stitching together. So she holds hers up, I'll hold mine up, and you can see the difference and similarities, and it's super fun. So I'm glad you're here. And welcome, everyone's welcome here with me. If you're ever stitching on something that I've inspired you on, or you want to join me, please, everyone is welcome. That saying, there's room at the table for everyone. I 100% believe that, and the more the merrier. And if you want to jump in and stitch something with me, let me know. We can share each other on. Tag me on Instagram when you post. I love to see it. So let's talk about what I've done the past 2 weeks. So I participated in a virtual retreat that's hosted by Lindy Stitches. So I've done a couple of her retreats before, the Jingle Ball. So now she has started doing other retreats. I just did the summer, what was it called? Midsummer Stitch. So I know many of you participated also. Just to kind of give you a little brief description of what these events are like, it is like a retreat that you don't have to leave your house to go to. There are stitching rooms that you can go in, whether you know anyone or not, and you can meet other stitchers and just sit there and stitch and chat. It's kind of like a Zoom meeting. and everyone's talking about stitching and stitching. It's super fun. There's also what's called speed dating. And this is one of my favorite parts. You go in, you hit go that you're, saying like, yes, I'm ready to do this. And it puts you in a room with another person for 5 minutes. You can then just talk. It's just a quick little meet a new friend and then on to the next. And then they put you with someone else. And you can see what each other's working on. Sometimes you get paired with someone that you already know, and that's really fun. But it's a fun time. Then there are also meet and greets with designers. And some of the designers, one thing that I really enjoy when you go to these, you're basically just watching them talk. And what I really love is when they give us like a little sneak peek. I love to see that. We have, in the fall, there is a needlework market that is a virtual event for shop owners to come and buy patterns. And it's not something that's open to us, like that don't own shops, but it's where the shop owners are buying patterns. There's also a similar one in the spring, and that's an in-person event, but this one's online. And so a lot of designers have new charts coming out. Well, I got to see some little sneak peeks of a couple different, designers. Lap and Loops was there. They were talking about their dyeing process. I am dying to try some of their Ada. I'm very excited to get some. It was really cool to see the designers behind that fabric. So, it's just a super fun time. You just kind of, I put my cross-stitch shirt on and I got my coffee and I just kind of sat back and stitched and watched. And you can also do classes. That's really cool. And there's some shopping. There are some exclusive charts that you can only get there. Fabric, like I got a piece of the exclusive fabric that was offered. It's beautiful. I got some charts. So anyway, it's a fun time. So I did want to mention, if you missed out on that one and you want to participate in the next one, there's actually going to be another one before the Jingle Ball. Okay, and this one is called the Harvest Moon Hangout. I love how she comes up with these names. Lindy Stitches, she's the one that hosts it. She's very good at giving information about these events, and so definitely check her out for more details. But I just wanted to let everyone know that I'll be attending that one, and if you want to attend too, the tickets go on sale on August 1st. So that will be fun. It is going to take place September 19th through the 21st. Now, do you have to rush and buy your ticket to get in on that day and you might not get in? No. I don't think there's a cap on how many tickets are sold to just get in. I'm not sure, but typically your ticket allows you entrance. You can participate in all those things I mentioned, like the speed dating, the meet and greets with the designers, the stitchy rooms, and the shopping, okay? But then there are additional tickets that you can buy. Now, those are what you need to be mindful of selling out. Not necessarily, like sometimes the classes, they'll offer different packages. Like you may want to buy the full kit for your class, and that's going to include, the fabrics or whatever it is that you need for that particular class. Now, kits, that's where you need to be mindful about getting your ticket and securing your spot if you want a kit, because I do know that there's a class that I'm going to participate in, and I wanted to let you know about it in case you're interested, because like I said, on August 1st, the tickets do go on sale, and I will be having a kit, so I wanted to let you know about the kit in case you're interested. Okay, so what I'm talking about, and you may have already seen this because the news already hit Instagram, but Carrie from Tiger Lily Designs is hosting a class. It's her first time to do a class on one of these retreats, so I'm happy for her and excited to see how this is going to go. Now, I have participated in several of her other classes. If you've been watching me for a while, you've seen a lot of things that I've made under her direction. Some examples, I made this quilted table runner right here. I have made several of her bags. This was a bag. I use this bag every single day of my life because it has all of my pens and highlighters in it, and I use it for my planner. So this was one of her classes. I've made a bunch of these. So I know you've seen me show, every time I say that I made a keeper, it was from her pattern for sure. So like this is the inside. So anyway, she's doing a bag, okay? I'm gonna put a picture so that you can see, but this bag is called the Spooky Starburst Project Bag, and it's very cute. And check her out for more details, okay? But you can buy a kit and you'll have everything you need. So I have bought kits from her. I've done it both ways, okay? So I've bought a kit and I've taken a class and not had the kit. For this one, I had a kit. She sent me every single thing I needed. I'm talking zipper, interfacing, fabric, like everything. The only thing I needed to provide was like my sewing machine. I have like all the keepers that I make, I just buy the fabric. This one, she gave us a supply list, and that way you could pick whatever fabric you wanted. But if you want to do the Spooky Starburst bag and have the kit, there are going to be a limited number of kits available. So go ahead and make sure to secure yours. Now she did give me some inside information that I'll share, and I think this is super cool. One thing, and I'm so glad she's doing this, because I think if you've ever bought a pattern from her or done a class with her, then you have come to appreciate something different that she does, which is she provides a link to a video that is exclusive to the pattern. So if you have the pattern, because you can get the kit and you can also get the PDF pattern for this class, okay? But if you get her pattern, she offers a link to a step-by-step video. Now that is what gets me through making all these things, because what I literally do is I have my sewing machine and my phone next to me. I hit play. Okay, pause. I do the steps she just did. I hit play. I do the step, so she's literally sitting there with me as a teacher. So not only do you get that to have forever, but you'll also get to participate in a class with her at the Harvest Moon Hangout. Sorry, I can't remember the names of all of these. I get them mixed up. Harvest Moon Hangout. So she will be live in a class with us, but you're also going to get this exclusive video. And not only are you going to have it forever, she's going to give it early. So I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch it and be prepared, okay? I'm that kind of student. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions about that, but I'll be participating, and I hope that I'll see you there. So let me know if you plan to jump into that class so that I can be looking for you. Okay, so the next thing, sorry, I know I'm being very, very chatty at the beginning of this video, but I have to tell y'all the most exciting news. I'm so excited. I have an LNS, a real in-person store that is literally like 20 minutes from me. I can jump in the car and I can go and buy whatever I need today. Like, my mind is blown that I have this so close to me. I'm so excited. Okay, so the grand opening was yesterday, Saturday. I went. I had such a fun time. I got to hug the necks of tons of friends that I have been talking to for years and never gotten to meet in person. I got to shop. Oh my gosh, it was the most positive, just amazing energy. The shop is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's called Stitchwork Design Company. And if you're at all familiar with Birmingham, I'm just going to tell you that it's so easy to find because you literally go through the summit, up the hill and down, and you know there's a red light down there. There's a CVS. You take a right. It is not far, and it's on your left-hand side. So it is not hard to get to. It's actually scaring me a little bit how easy it is for me to access this stuff now. I better try to rein it in because I want to go today. I went yesterday. I wanted to go back yesterday. Last night I was thinking, I wish I was still there. I want to go today. I can't wait to go back. Greta is the owner. Her and her husband are absolutely precious. Very inviting. It's a very nice store. She was ready. When I say she's got to have every color. DMC, Gentle Arts, Classic Colorworks, Weeks, beautiful. Everything was so neat and tidy. The linen and the Aida, they were hanging, which I love. I love to be able to see a big chunk of this fabric. I got some fabric. I got some floss. I kitted up a project. I mean, I am so excited, y'all. And you know what? I hope I get to meet some of y'all there. I already got to meet a lot of people yesterday, but she's going to be doing stitching nights. I'm going, like, try to keep me away from that store because I can't, I would go there every day. I loved it. I had so much fun. I cannot wait to go back. And I'm so excited. Let me know if this is a store that's close to you that you might be shopping at. We may see each other there. Okay, so that's really the chit chat that I had. So let's talk about cross stitch, shall we? Like the actual stitching and the showing of the things, not just me running my mouth. Sorry. I hope you feel like you were catching up with a friend and not just sitting here saying, Sarah, show us some stitching. Okay, I have two fully finished things. Okay, so I had shown my start of this before. So this is As the Crow Flies from Stacy Nash. This was one that my friend Allie, the Stitch Haven by Allie, and I had started together. And I finished it, and I fully finished it. And here it is. I love it so much. My backing fabric is, let's see if you can kind of see it. There you go. It's like brown with leaves. I think it's so pretty. The way that I finish all of my pillows is, again, Carrie from Tiger Lily has a really good pillow finishing tutorial where we basically ladder stitch up a seam in the back instead of finishing it like on the bottom or something. So quick and easy. And I have that tutorial. Now, I used to watch the video a couple times, several times, but I have it ingrained in my mind now how to do that. So I don't even have to reference it anymore, but I'm glad it's there in case I need to. Now, I have done a couple other Stacy Nash. Now, these are called pin keeps, but they're huge. You know how she does, but I had done a couple more. These are not new finishes. You know, I've already shown them, but I wanted to show them to you with this because I'm going to display them together. This, what was this called? Pumpkin House pin keep, I think. And then this one is Jack's House pin keep. Oh, sorry, you can't see. So I just think that they are going to be really cute together. I wish I could, like, do this a little easier. But yeah, I love these. Love them all. So as the crow flies, I want to say this was called Pumpkin House. It was years ago when I did that one. I love those pumpkins. And Jack's house. And these all have like just a few colors. So all of them, I did use the called for colors, I believe. Well, I definitely know I did in these two. And then I think the only color I didn't, that wasn't called for was that black. I think I just used 310. But back to this one, because it's the one I'm talking about. I did stitch this on an 18 count Heartland by Picture This Plus, which we know is measuring kind of like a 20. Picture This Plus measures a little smaller than the count. It shrinks up, which I like. I'm good with that, which is why I buy it so much. And then, okay, I have another little finish, and it's little. Now, I got this idea from Crystal PNW Crafter, and well, first of all, let me say this. Can you see my shirt? This is from Plum Street, and it's like the little cross stitch flag. Love it. Well, she had gotten this shirt too, and I guess she got the idea like, I could just stitch that. And so I totally copied her idea, and me and my friend Michelle are stitching Land That I Love, which I'll show that whip in a little bit. But so look, totally copied her idea, and she had put USA on the back. And I put it on these cute blue stork scissors that Sarah gave me, and I love them. Oh, that's upside down, sorry. Hold on now. And it's so cute. And so I stitched it on 14 count Aida in Vintage Country Mocha. And then look how I attached it. I'll see if I can let me take it off the scissors. I think that'll be easier. Okay. So the red with the stars, that's fabric. And this is a little doodad from Amazon. I can link it below in case. And then these little pins are from Amazon too. They're like the little bulb pins. I can link those too if you want. But yeah, I just think it's so cute. Adorable. I love it. Okay, so those are my two like things that I fully finished. And let's see. So, oh gosh, I had 4 new starts. So 2 fully finishes, 4 new starts, 7 whips, and a giveaway. Okay, so a giveaway winner. All right, so let's talk about the new starts first. Okay, so in my project folder from Pause to Stitch from my friend Sarah, she gave me this for my birthday. I have a couple things in here. So the first one that I'm going to show is an animal cracker from Stacy Nash, and it is called Henny Penny. This one was a retreat piece, and it just got released, and I was so excited. I just thought it was so cute. So this is my Henny Penny. Sarah and I started this when we were doing this Midsummer Stitch. And I've gotten her completely ready for fill in. So the only colors I have left are the blue in her apron and the white of her feathers. And this is totally ready for fill in now. This is stitched on a 20 count Fiber on a Whim parchment. I think I've done all the animal crackers that I've done in 20 count, I'm pretty sure. And she's so cute. Oh my gosh, I just love her. Her little apron. So I'm using some of the called for. I think I changed the beak and the feet to a DMC. And I think the dark color, like in her feathers, was a DMC, I believe. Everything else is the called for fancy floss. A lot of times these animal crackers really don't have a lot of colors to them, and I like that because I'll pick like the main colors and I'll make sure I have those colors, and then the rest I'll just do DMC if I don't have them or something similar, you know. Also, while we were doing the, well, okay, we didn't stitch this during, and it was just because we didn't have our fabric yet, but we knew we wanted to stitch this, and it was an exclusive pattern for the Midsummer Stitch, and it was from Jet X Stitch, and it's called Summer Days, but we went ahead like before and kitted it up before the retreat, because we were thinking, well, maybe our fabric will be here in time and we can stitch, you know, while we're watching Jet X Stitch. But anyway, we didn't get our fabric in time, and that's okay because we started it as soon as it came in. So this is my progress, and I am doing this on the called for fabric color. I've got a 20 count, no, I'm sorry, an 18 count fiber on a whim. The color is called Dolomite. I am color completing, so I did complete one color and I've started on the next. And I think this is such a pretty stitch and I'm having a lot of fun. I'm using all DMC on it. I'm not changing any of the colors, but she charted it in Fancy Floss and DMC. I chose the DMC, so I love it. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. She has so many beautiful charts that I would really like to stitch. Okay, so next, new start. I did start where, let's see. Oh, sorry, I'm like, which bag is this in? Yeah, sorry, it was on the bottom. I couldn't see it and I freaked out for a second. I was thinking, did I not bring it? I know I brought it. I have had this kitted up for a little while and I was so excited to start it because number one, it's a chart that's beautiful. I've wanted to start for a long time. I love it. But look at the bag I have it in. This is a Painted Leaf Co. bag and she makes beautiful bags and she's my friend Sarah's mother. So this chart has a bird on it and I thought, well, I'm gonna use this bird bag for that chart, and I just love this bag. It's so pretty. So this chart is called Ann Thomas by Hands Across the Sea. So I finally got a start. Let's see, let me see what I'm stitching this on. I really like this fabric. I had not had this color before, and I just had ordered like several pieces of fiber on a whim in colors that I had not used, and I'm using like several of them. In fact, I'll show today. This is one of them, and this is a 20 count in the color Caramel Macchiato, and I did start in the center top. Now, I love to color complete, but I certainly can't do that on something this big. Like put one color in the whole thing. Like that's just, that would, I couldn't even do that, okay? And I color complete just about everything. But with large samplers, I don't do that. I typically pick a section and color complete the section. And so that's kind of what I'm doing here is I'm in between like where I'm at here. I'm kind of trying to just finish out that. Like I'll pick one color, do that whole part, and then I'll go to the next color. And then after that, I'll move to each corner. So I know several friends have started working on this, and I know this is gonna be kind of a long-term project for a lot of us. So if you already have it as a whip, pick it back up, join us. Or if you're interested in starting it, I know a lot of my friends have started, so I'm loving it. I know it's gonna be a long one. This was one, my mom had given me a gift card to 123 Stitch, and so I wanted to get something like special, you know, with it, so that I could always remember, like, my mom got me this chart. And so this was the chart that I got with that. And I am using all of the called for DMC. It is charted in a few different ways, but there's a lot of colors. I'll show you. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Like, especially the blues. Let's see if I can kind of fan this out a little more. There's a lot of colors here. A lot going on. But it's really pretty. Okay, so that was a new start. And let me just look at my notes. Well, I'm sorry. They were in a project folder. All right, one more new start. So I started Tropic Truth by Plum Street Samplers. I love these stacks, but this is a very special one because I started it with some friends in anticipation of our friend who is having a baby. Excuse me. And since she's a summer baby, she picked this chart to be a fun new start for all of us to do together. And so this is my progress. I am stitching this on an 18 count fiber on a whim in the color Silver Fox. I have talked about Silver Fox in the past, and 20 count versus 18 count is such a different color. And so this is way more aqua than the 20 count, which is great if that's the color you're looking for. So I think they both have their place, and so I think this is the perfect stitch for this color. And I'm just kind of pulling, because I'm color completing, so I'm pulling a color at a time. If I have the fancy floss, I'll use it. If not, I can't use DMC. It's no big deal. I love these stacks though, and these flamingos are going to be adorable. So, and I don't know if I mentioned, but my friend who is having the baby, her name is Allison. She's on Instagram, AllieCat13. So I know a lot of people know Allison, and so we're just excited to celebrate with her. All right, so that's it for the new starts. I've got several whips, so let's get going on those. And let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about something else real quick before we even go there. So, you know, I've been showing my quilting journey, and I talked last time about this quilt that I'm doing. It's a patriotic quilt, and I just cut 5-inch squares, and I did sew my topper. So this is what it's looking like. And look, I know that it's not perfect, and I'm okay with that. I love it anyway, and I love all of the advice that you guys have been giving me. I'm literally just making mental notes like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that, or, you know, because look, I'm a new quilter, you know, and it is fun for me. It's just fun for me to sew. So I don't care if it's not perfect. That's okay. I'm having fun. I like all of it. Like, I like cutting fabric. I like picking out fabric. I like ironing it. I really like sewing it. I'm having a lot of fun. Okay, so let's talk about some of my cross-stitch whips that I have touched in the past 2 weeks. So, oh, this is in a beautiful Michelle Lee Quilts bag. I love this bag so very much. And this one is a stitch along that I started along with Christy, the crosshatch quilter, and Kim, a stay-at-home quilter. I just dropped some floss. But this is called Come Into My Garden by Blackbird Designs. And I did get some more work in on it. So here's what I'm doing right now. I am color completing in the border. So I got all the way around with like the double lines. Then I got all the way around with the green parts. Now I'm doing this gold part. Now, this is being stitched on 18 count Picture This Plus Velt. This is actually the called for color. I absolutely love this color. I think it's beautiful, this fabric. And, sorry. So yeah, I'm just trying to make my way around the border. It's such a beautiful border. I absolutely love this chart. The colors. I'm really just, I don't have all the floss out. Like I'm just kind of pulling. I know I've got some of the fancy floss. Some of it I'm using DMC. So I guess we'll just see as I go with it, you know. Okay, and then next, I have a chart. I started this in February of this year with Sarah. We started it on Valentine's Day. We had a little Valentine's Day start. And this is in a bag that her mom also made, Painted Leaf Co. It's these beautiful hearts. They're like watercolor. Super pretty. So this is the Happy Heart sampler, and this is from Birds of a Feather. It's the reimagined one from Sherry, the Colorado Cross Stitcher. And I am stitching mine on an 18 count fiber on a whim in the color Milk and Honey. And this is my progress. I have completed 3 colors, the red, the black, and the blue. I am personalizing this as I go, like for my family, you know, but it's so pretty. Sarah's looks really pretty. So like we have such a different approach to stitching because I do color complete and she doesn't. Like she's more of like a motif completer or something, and so hers looks really good right now because like everything is complete. Like her whole thing isn't complete, but like what she, you know, because okay, this little guy here, well, he's got his shoes and his jacket and his hat, but you know, he's not complete. He will be, and he'll be adorable, but it's just funny to see like how our minds attack it differently. But hers is looking really, really pretty. So she's been kind of inspiring me to get mine back out because I kind of hadn't. She kept getting hers out and working on it, and I wasn't. And then finally I was like, you know, I should probably put some stitches in on that. Okay. Oh, I was telling you about lambs that I love, and yes, stitching this with a couple friends, Michelle Lee Quilts, and also and these are both on Instagram, Bright Hope Stitchery. And this is by Teresa Koga. It's Land That I Love. It's a big one, but here's my progress. I started in the very middle, and I got the whole middle band complete. And this, I'm stitching this on 20 count fiber on a whim in the color Brown Sugar. I'll give you a little bit of a close-up. I love the variegation on those berries. It's actually 2 different reds, but I'm using the all the called for floss. So this is, it's going to be a long-term one, but I absolutely love it. And I'm going to try and stitch on it all year if I can. just kind of keep plugging away on it. We started it for July 4th, and I'd really love to have it finished by the next July 4th. So I guess we'll see. We'll try. If I can quit starting stuff, maybe. And I've got this in the most appropriate bag for this stitch. Lumi Stitch sent me this bag, and I absolutely love it. And it's Teresa Kogan fabric, and it matches perfectly. But then also on the back, beautiful blue blackbird fabric, which I love. Okay, what next? Oh, Stench Stack. Okay, this is by Plum Street also. And my friend Kara and I had started this together. This is on a 16 count, picture this plus bashful. This is another one of those stacks. And let's see, I'm just gonna put it on here. I'm color completing slow and steady. So I got the black and the white done, and now I'm working on green. So this is where I'm at. It's cute little skunks. I love these stacks because it's a mom and a dad and a baby, and that is my family. So I was talking to my friend Allison about it because we're doing that flamingo. I said, I would love to do all the stacks. I love them. Okay, what do we have next? Oh, okay, here's another one. And this one, this is another Stacy Nash. I'm about to drop this floss too. You know what I do? When I'm kind of in the, like I'm not to a good stopping point. See, I still have my floss on my needle. I will like wrap up my floss in here and just like fold it up. And then I'm pulling it out and it's all coming out. I think it's because I had the intention of like picking this back up the next day. So I didn't really leave it in like a finished state. And so, yeah. Okay, this is Rose Hill Farm by Stacy Nash. So I started this with Sarah and Michelle, and Sarah finished hers, stunning. Michelle is close behind, and I am picking up the slack. But I've been working in the border. I've been color completing pretty much on this one too, so I love it. It's so pretty. Let me tell you about the fabric here. This is 20 count fiber on a whim in the color Parchment. Love it. Okay, we're getting close. We've got 2 more, and then the giveaway winner. Okay. We have a stitch along that is, so there's 4 parts. And this is in the Just Cross Stitch magazine. And it's by Sprouting Lupin, who was also at the Midsummer Stitch. And so when we were watching that meet and greet, Sarah and I pulled this out because we started this together and we worked on it, and that was really cool. And she's got a lot of stitches that I would like to stitch too. But this is called Nature's Journey. It's a 4-part, okay? So the only ones that are out are the spring and the summer. This is the spring over here. I've completed that whole thing. I'm working on the summer. The fall and the winter will come out later. I'm not sure when, like what, when the fall will be out, but that'll be the next one. And this is my progress so far on it. I really love this project. It's actually very satisfying to work on. It's very addictive. Like, I don't want to put it down. I could work on it like just only this monogamously. It's just like an easygoing stitch for a color completer. This has been a dream because I am working just in the season, but I'm also color completing. So it has been very fun for me. I really, really, really like it. I am doing this with all of the called for DMC colors and also the called for fabric, which is a Bee Stitch Me. And mine is an 18 count Into the Veil. So I'm really enjoying it. And then the last thing that I worked on, this was my birthday start this year, and it's called Jane Hearth, and it's by Hands Across the Sea. I do have it in a project bag that I made. And this is it. And I just love this stitch. I love it so much. I'm using all of the called for colors. DMC, these are the colors. How fun are these? So I am doing mine on a much different fabric than the cover. It is much cooler. It's like a gray. It's called Stone, and it is by Fiber on a Whim. I feel like I've said that a million times today. 18 count. And here's my progress. So I got all the way around with the green on the border, and I'm halfway done with the red, and then I'll be done with the border. And then the rest. It's so pretty. It's such a fun and colorful chart. I love it so much. Thank you everyone who has been stitching it with me. It's been fun talking about it, and it's just fun knowing you're working on something with someone else. It's really fun. And so like I've said, like if you ever want to work on something I'm working on, you can always join in, tag me, and we will stitch together, friends. I love it. I love this community. I love it so much. And I really, really am thankful for everyone that has subscribed to me. On my last video, I talked about reaching 5,000 subscribers. I'm just so shocked. So I just want to say thank you for that. And I did make this little bee project bag as a thank you for 5,000 subscribers. I wish so badly that I could give everybody a bag. And I do have a winner for this bag. So if you are the winner, please just reach out to me on either Instagram or email or whatever. All my information is down below. And the winner is Bethany.birdstitcher. So Bethany, get with me, girl, and I'll send this out to you. And I hope you like it. So I hope that you guys have a good couple of weeks. And until I see you next time, happy stitching, and thank you. Thank you everyone for your comments and for watching and subscribing. Have a great couple of weeks. Bye.